People who reconnected with the one who got away. What happened? I matched with Derek on Tinder 3 weeks ago. Same Derek from high school who stood me up for homecoming. 15 years later, he still has that crooked smile in his profile pics. He messaged first, "Still hate my guts, Jenny?" I laughed, typing back, "Depends. You still drive that dented Civic?" We decided to meet at that 24-hour diner on Maple Street. I got there early, ordered coffee, and nearly left twice. Then he walked in, and I froze. Same awkward height, but his shoulders filled out his jacket different now. "You cut your hair," he said, sliding into the booth. "You grew a beard." I was already wondering why I came. The first hour was normal catch-up. His divorce, my dead-end job, mutual friends who got fat, but then he started fidgeting with his napkin, tearing tiny pieces off. "I need to tell you something," he said finally, "about homecoming." I tensed up. "Derek, it was 15 years ago." "No, listen, I didn't stand you up." He looked at me directly. "My dad, he wouldn't let me leave the house that night." I blinked. "What?" His hands were shaking slightly now. "He said if I went with you, a black girl, he'd kick me out. I was 17, Jenny. He controlled everything. My car, my college fund, my phone." The diner suddenly felt too quiet. "So I sat in my room all night hating myself," he continued. "I tried calling Monday to explain, but you'd already told everyone I was a racist jerk." I swallowed hard. "Your dad racist?" "Got it. Was. He died last year." Derek pulled something from his pocket, a crumpled envelope. "I found this in his desk while cleaning out his house." Inside was a note, dated the day before homecoming. My name was on it. I opened it with trembling fingers. "Jenny, I'm sorry for everything I'm about to do. I hope you understand someday. Derek." I stared at 17-year-old handwriting. "I wrote that letter planning to sneak out anyway," he said quietly. "But he was watching my window all night." The waitress refilled our coffee. Neither of us touched it. "Why tell me now?" I finally asked. Derek looked out the window. "Because I got sober 6 months ago. Step 9, make amends, but also," he met my eyes, "because I never stopped wondering about us." I laughed, but it came out strangled. "We were kids, Derek. I know. But I've compared every woman I've dated to you since then, to who I imagined you became." My phone buzzed. A text from my boyfriend Tyler. "Dinner ready when you get home, babe." I showed Derek the screen. He nodded slowly. "Is he good to you?" "Yeah," I said honestly. "Really good." Derek stood to leave, put cash on the table. "I'm glad. You deserved better than my cowardly ass anyway." I watched him walk to the door, then called out, "Derek." He turned. "Your dad was wrong about me. But he was right about one thing. You weren't ready for me then." He smiled that crooked smile one last time. And now, I thought about Tyler at home, making lasagna without being asked, about the therapist we see together every Thursday, about the kind of love that doesn't leave you wondering. "Now you missed your shot," I said gently. He nodded, understanding perfectly. Story of my life. The bell chimed as he left. I sat there thinking about parallel universes, about 17-year-old heartbreak that shapes who we become, about fathers passing down their fears to sons who carry them like backpacks they can't put down. My phone buzzed again. "Tyler, take your time. Added extra cheese like you like." I walked home to a life I actually chose, not one stolen by someone else's hatred. Sometimes the one who got away stays got away for all the right reasons. Sometimes that's the real love story.